way. We will present a shorter, faster paced, family friendly, and easier to understand game. Don't get me wrong, it's still football, but it's professional football reimagined. Since we're launching in 2020, we have 2 years, which is plenty of time to really get it right. We intend to start conservatively with 8 teams, 40-man rosters, a 10-game regular season, and postseason featuring 2 semifinals, and of course, a championship game.
All right, so that was Vince McMahon earlier today making the announcement that the XFL is coming back. It's going to be a private entity, no affiliation with the WWE other than Vince McMahon. It's going to consist of 8 teams with 40 men per team, 10-game season with approximately 2-hour games. No players will be allowed in the league with a criminal background. No personnel would be allowed to take any personal stands or social issues on the field. Everybody will be told that they must stand for the national anthem. And it's going to be gimmick-free, which means I guess nobody will have the name He Hate Me. So,
thank God.
We're going to start with Joey B. You have an interesting look at this, so we'll start with you.
Here's a few things with this. That let's look at the history of leagues that aren't the NFL. NFL Europe, the World League, the USFL, they all failed.
Right.
I made this comment earlier to somebody. I love football. I love it from September to the Super Bowl, which is the end of January, beginning of February. After that, I still follow football. I follow free agency. I follow the draft. I follow the preseason, the Hall of Fame, whatever. I'm content with that. When you start putting on football during, let's say, baseball season, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. It's not football to me. The other thing is, Vince McMahon's the owner.
Right.
He's going to own all 8 teams. There's no Jerry Jones in this town. There's no Terry Bagula in this town. There's no Maras in this town. Each team needs their own owner. He's going to own every team. So how does trades work and free agency and favoritism and that? Another thing, the caliber of players that are going to be in this league are going to be shit, just like was in the XFL. When Tommy Maddox is your MVP, a career backup or third stringer in the NFL, that's bad. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say is, what happens if they do make a big splash and sign a big name?
Oh, Johnny Football?
No, I'm not. No,
he tweeted earlier today, Johnny Football.
Tim Tebow. No.
Tebow's a big. That's a big.
I was kidding. I'm kidding. It's sarcasm.
I love Tebow.
No, but I'm saying, what happens if they do? What happens if they do make? I don't know. Maybe they sign Kirk Cousins.
Fucking O.J. Simpson. Okay, all right. Let's look at it this way. Kev. The league costs $100 million, right?
Right.
A star quarterback in NFL makes over $100 million on his contract. They're going to spend. You know what I'm saying? Where are they getting this money to do this stuff?
I would imagine.
And who's gonna
sponsors
is
going to have to be a huge revenue for them.
XFL. There's nobody in their right mind that's good enough to play in the NFL to make that money anyway. To go to the XFL and make a fool out of themselves.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever gone to an independent baseball game?
Of course, I have.
Like the Somerset Patriots.
Staten Island Yankees.
No. Staten Island Yankees and the Brooklyn Cyclones are major league affiliates. I'm talking about the Long Island Ducks, the Somerset Patriots, the old Newark Bears. They have no affiliation to Major League Baseball. They're basically major leaguers that they won't be signed to minor league contracts, that still want to play. They don't want to play overseas, things like that. It's still decent quality baseball and it's entertainment, and you're always going to have people that are going to support it and buy it, especially that it's a WWE.
Yeah.
You know, it's owned by McMahon. Yeah. It's not WWE per se.
Wait a minute. First of all, you tell me what the attendance for the Long Island Ducks or the Newark Bears are. They're little slinky big.
Well, Newark Bears are gone, but I've gone to Somerset Patriots games where they drew 5,000 people.
The WWE? The WWE was hotter back in 2000, 2001 when the XFL debuted, and they still couldn't fill these shitty stadiums. So what's that have to do with anything?
Well, you got to remember, minor league baseball stadiums only seat about 6,000 to 7,000, so 5,000 is not bad.
Okay, listen. I think this is a bad move. If you want to be involved in football, buy the Panthers.
That's what I was hoping. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, jump on that.
Nice.
Is Chris there?
I think it's a bad move. I think he's going to lose a lot of money. He doesn't have Dick Ebersol to lose half the money with him this time, so he's going to lose it all himself.
I don't know. Jeff, what's your take on this?
I'm just curious about the thought that Joe mentioned about the owners. Did he say he was going to own all the teams? Is that a fact?
Single entity. The whole league's going to be owned by him. No,
Yeah.
like I said, no Jerry Jones in Dallas. No, Maras in New York. No Pagula in Buffalo.
No, that's going to set up for failure then, because you're right. There's no trades. There's no structure. Just going to be filling voids in the teams and just filling rosters. That's not fun.
He said no franchise. No franchise. It's all one entity.
Well, it's not
Just
a
like
secret
the
that McMahon's always wanted to own an NFL team, so this could be his swan song, Maybe this is the way he fades out.
Yeah, he's going to.
Why did you went to the Panthers?
That's not good.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why he didn't go after the Panthers.
He find Joby to go after the Bills.
I think his ego is bigger than the Panthers. He wants the whole league. That's why.
Well, that could be it.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
I hate to break this to Benny Mac, but the Cleveland Browns, that are the worst team in the NFL the past 20 years, are bigger than the whole league of the XFL. So he'd be an idiot not to buy the Panthers.
Well, last time they lasted 1 year. So, let's see.
I wonder if the same teams are coming back or anything like that. Is it going to be the Hitman again, or any other teams are going to be the same?
All right, we're joined by MZ Promotions' Dave Mooch. He's on the line.
Look at that.
What's up, fellas? What are we talking about?
XFL.
Right now, we're talking about the XFL, and Joe says it's not a good idea. It's setting itself up to fail. Jeff seems like he's on the fence, 50-50. Chris was too busy eating something out of the microwave to let us know his opinion.
I didn't want to talk over anybody. That's why.
So, Chris, what's your take on this?
Joe said it the best. Like I didn't really look too much into it. Like at first, I was like, oh, that's cool that there's going to be another football league because like I'm a big football fan. I love football. I look forward to football. But one owner for every team, right there, I don't like that idea. And what really grinds my gear is the fact that he openly said, oh, if you have a criminal record, no matter how long ago it was, you can never play. Like, that's bullshit. Because people fucked up when they were younger.
That's bad, yeah.
Yeah, like that right there fucking killed it for me. Like, oh, really? So you're telling me just because...
Yeah, but that stuff could always change.
It should change. It's going to change, actually. DWI, I mean, if somebody has a DUI, you can't say.
Yeah, but you know how many people are perfect
guys in the league.
I think that was kind of a save face because of what just happened with Enzo Amore. That might have been a dig right to him.
Yeah, but if you want to do football, keep it football. Don't affiliate it with wrestling.
Well, this is Vince McMahon. His ego is larger than our moon. I mean, everything revolves around Vince McMahon, and we're just happy enough to breathe the same air.
That's true. Yeah, it's his universe.
You're talking about Vince McMahon. Did you hear that rumor that Fox and Disney was interested in purchasing WWE or no?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that. That'd be pretty cool.
If Vince McMahon sells the WWE to Fox or anybody else, we're going to have a busy day of watching the news of wrestling fans on Suicide Watch just leaping off bridges.
Guy screaming. That's another thing. That's what a lot of people are saying now too. It's a Trump-ran organization. Like, what the fuck? Why politics got to play a part in everything?
Because it's easy. It's easy.
It's easy. Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Look, Jeff was just commenting on my Facebook post about everybody wants to talk about race, creed, and all this stuff, and I said I'm from Staten Island, so shake that stereotype. And he, Jeff was bragging about how his house went up and blah 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 blah. And I, what I put, hashtag thank Trump. Just kidding around. But eventually, I give 24 hours, and somebody's going to twist that around and make it anti-Trump.
Of course. That's always going to happen. Like
At
earlier,
least Colin
fucking,
Kaepernick will get a job.
Yeah, right, exactly.
leave my brother man out of this.
Kaepernick is coming back. That's it. And
Look,
Ray Rice
I'm open for any form of entertainment, as crazy as it's probably going to be, because it's probably going to be a little chaotic. But, you know, the only thing Vince McMahon is doing is just validating the point that if you want the NFL to raise the bar and make their quality of league better, they need competition. And that's the same thing I've been saying about the WWE. They're just going to continue to put out garbage because who the hell is pushing them to do otherwise?
Warriors of Wrestling, bro. Warriors of Wrestling is better than Impact. Hey, I'm saying Warriors of Wrestling is better than Impact.
That's not really saying much. Impact is horrible.
Yeah, that's
Anytime a company has to pay fans to sit in the audience, that's bad.
Didn't they just move to fucking Canada supposedly or some shit like that?
Yes.
Yeah, where wrestling is absolutely horrible, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've wrestled in Canada. Believe me, I know.
Aren't you from Canada?
Touche.
So, Mooch, what's your take on the XFL? What's your opinion?
I think it's pretty cool. You know, I wonder if they're going to use like nicknames. And
No,
stuff on the
no
jerseys
gimmicks.
again.
Zero. It's gimmick free.
Like Bobby Fulton's gonna smack you.
Oh, I just saw.
Yeah, Mooch. I heard. Change the subject. I fucking saw the video that Fulton put on yesterday, talking about punking me. What's up with that?
Oh God, we're gonna be on this now.
Wait, what?
The video he made yesterday. He made a video talking about he saw you in the park lot. He was punking you.
He did not.
Yeah, we could call his old shaky balls up right now and fucking tell him we'll beat him in the parking lot of WrestleCon.
I'm fucking with you. I'm just trying to
I don't
take
even.
you out there.
Yo, the best thing is that after he's sitting there yelling at me, my partner Vinny goes, "I don't even know who the fuck Bobby Fulton is," and he must have felt like a big jerk off.
Oh God.
I still don't know who the fuck he is.
Well, obviously
He's
not
always Joe.
not anybody that was worth talking about, because if you go to the WrestleCon website, they have a picture of Bobby Fulton because he's coming to the show, and the picture of him has a Band-Aid on his forehead.
Oh God.
So obviously he didn't warrant a good picture. So
He had a gig, bro. He had a gig.
okay, let me get my pen and cross that out. Okay. Also,
You hate me.
we get some news that came out today that Cruiserweight Rich Swann was cleared of all wrongdoing in that domestic violence complaint that went on with his wife and led to his suspension from the WWE. And anybody who was on social media saw all the fanboys crying of why Enzo was fired, but Rich Swann was only suspended, which is kind of funny because nobody could turn that into racism because it was the opposite. The white guy got fired. So what is, what do you, Joe, we'll go to you. What is your feel about this whole situation now with Swann? Well, the fans accept.
I don't care about Rich Swann, and I don't care about Enzo Amore. Nobody cares about 205 Live. Next.
Well, do you guys think that the fans are going to accept him back, or is he pretty much, he should just walk away?
I think the fans know who the fuck he is.
Of course
Oh,
they
is
do.
he?
Well, I guess you're allowed to beat women, but you just can't rape them. or little boys.
Oh, God.
Yo, speaking.
Oh,
of little
I
boys,
knew this was coming. Go ahead.
here we go. I've been seeing a lot of posts with this blonde-haired wrestler, former wrestler on Facebook by some, I don't know who, I really don't know who he is. I'm not joking. Vin Diesel, whoever that is.
Who?
Or V and Fuso or some shit. I don't know who
Oh,
that
me
is.
and Fuso posted the fucking video. I know what you're talking about. It's a picture of Rude Boy. A creepy ass picture.
Yeah.
That picture's creepy as hell.
But I've been seeing a lot of posts about him lately.
The reason for that picture is because I hate that picture. So to piss me off, that picture is being posted, and I keep getting tagged in it because I think that picture is gross, disgusting, and it shows the perverted human being that the guy in the picture is. So to piss me off, people keep tagging me in that picture.